Le plastique. Ce produit dérivé du pétrole est utile dans la conception des matériaux à usage ménager, comme les ustensiles de cuisine, les emballages plastiques, pour le transport et la protection des aliments et d'autres produits. Il entre aussi dans la conception et la fabrication de certaines parties des véhicules, comme les châssis des voitures, mais aussi des matériaux de construction et plus encore. On pourrait ainsi dire que dans la société moderne, le plastique sous une forme ou sous une autre a presque conquis les cœurs au point de devenir incontournable. Mais seulement, il peut également devenir dangereux, très très dangereux, voire nocif pour la santé humaine, celle des animaux et pour l'environnement, lorsqu'il est abandonné à lui-même, dans la nature ou mal utilisé. D'une part, lorsque l'on tente de le détruire par soi-même, en l'enterrant, en le jetant dans les forêts ou les brousses, dans les cours d'eau ou en le consumant au feu, les gaz émis dans l'air se propagent dans l'atmosphère au travers de la fumée et constituent pour les scientifiques un cocktail dangereux pour la santé humaine. D'autre part, un simple emballage plastique non biodégradable prendrait plus de 400 ans à se décomposer sous terre. Imaginez alors le temps que prendrait une bouteille, un seau en plastique ou le châssis d'un véhicule à se détériorer. Et pourtant, selon la stratégie nationale de lutte contre la pollution par les plastiques, on estime à près de 600 000 tonnes de déchets plastiques de toute origine déversés dans la nature au Cameroun. Alors, comment résoudre l'épineux problème de gestion des déchets plastiques? Pour tenter d'apporter des solutions pérennes, l'État du Cameroun et ses nombreux partenaires se sont mobilisés. Parmi les solutions trouvées, un projet attire particulièrement l'attention. Le projet de fabrication des tuiles écologiques à base de déchets plastiques. Direction la ville de Douala à la découverte de ce projet qui semble innovant. Pour tenter de venir à bout des déchets plastiques, le Cameroun et l'Autriche, dans le cadre de leur coopération bilatérale réussie, se sont mis ensemble pour trouver une solution commune. Grande première dans l'histoire des relations entre les deux pays, qui a donné naissance au projet de fabrication des tuiles à partir des déchets plastiques et du sable de chez nous.
Amabo officially is a private company, but in reality it's a public-private relationship, a public-private partnership. This means the funding from the beginning came from the Austrian government. So the Austrian Development Corporation made sure that Cameroon gets some funding, that this project can live and survive. Without the Austrian funding, this project could not survive because it's not profitable at the moment. We really have to work hard to explain the product so that Cameroonians also understand all the advantages. The idea was to do something for the environment and kind of use plastic garbage and make something good out of it, roof tiles.
Oui, le déchet plastique peut également constituer une véritable mine d'or à ciel ouvert pour les esprits innovants.
The tuile argile, clay tiles, which is something that is the typical tiles in Europe, made out of clay. And these tiles are smaller and they can break. It's like glass, so it's not shatterproof. And clay tiles also absorb a little bit of humidity and water. So why is the Amabo tiles better and stronger? Because it's made out of sand, mainly sand, and only a little bit of polymer, plastic, that blocks all the water. So it's a protection against humidity, and it protects the house. And on top, which is really a good thing, you can transport it for 100 kilometers in Cameroon, it's shatterproof. So you can transport it everywhere. And that's why it's ideal for Cameroon, because you can transport on bad roads, it's shatterproof, and it brings an excellent isolation for the house and for the roof.
Une idée ingénieuse, née de l'observation des ménages qui peinent toujours à trouver un moyen périn pour gérer ces déchets qui s'entassent de jour en jour, d'année en année aux portes des grandes villes, bouchant les drains et canalisations d'eau, responsables de plus en plus de phénomènes d'inondation.
Yes, we started Amabo as an idea to do something for the environment. In Europe, the streets are clean, and the government takes care that all the garbage is collected. And in Austria, for example, we pay every month around 10 euro that somebody comes and picks our garbage, so that the environment is clean. So it's a responsibility of the society, but it's also a responsibility of every citizen to make sure that you don't litter, that you don't throw away things. And if you see garbage on the street, pick it, bring it to a dump site, yeah? Don't accept. So the idea is to teach in Cameroon and to explain how systems work. And what we started was then school projects in Cameroon with elementary schools, and the kids understood quickly. They started to collect plastic, and they were teaching the parents. So cleanliness and environment is something which is a society problem, and everybody has a responsibility, not only those who have to pick. So in this case, Amabo is doing a job for others. We pick garbage for others, and we make sure that this garbage, this plastic, comes and goes to a factory where it's right away recycled. So we make sure we don't only pick, but we also produce something that makes sense. An eco project, an eco product. Amabo is a very good roof tile, which is a recycling product, one of the best construction materials.
Le projet Amabo contribue ainsi à minimiser l'émission de CO2 dans la nature et à protéger l'environnement. Au-delà de l'aspect écologique, le produit fini est extrêmement durable.
Les tuiles Amabo sont issues de la technologie allemande et sont faites à base de sable de rivière que nous recueillons, n'est-ce pas, dans les régions telles qu'à Idenau, avec lesquelles nous faisons nos tuiles. Et ces tuiles ne sont pas faites que de sable, sont faites aussi à base de polymère de haute densité qui lui confère, n'est-ce pas, son imperméabilité et sa résistance, n'est-ce pas, au choc et à l'usure sur le temps. Le polymère, en fait, c'est ce plastique de haute densité que nous trouvons très communément sur les pare-chocs de voitures et les chaises en plastique et bien d'autres dans nos maisons.
Ces tuiles se présentent comme une belle opportunité pour le Camerounais moyen qui pense y troquer ses vieilles toiles au profit des tuiles produites localement par des Camerounais.
It's not an import product, it's 100% Camerounais, 100% Cameroonian product, made in Cameroon with German international technology. Yeah? So this is a very, very good product, and it's a good investment in your own economy. And you can get it right away here in Cameroon, you don't need to wait, and there's stock. And the other thing is, if you buy Amabo, you do something for the environment.
Ce qui participe aussi à transformer totalement la morphologie des grandes villes de jour en jour en embellissant les rues, les quartiers. Une véritable fierté pour le Cameroun qui peut désormais se vanter de participer à l'économie circulaire en présentant au monde entier un projet qui propose un produit 100% camerounais et pour les Camerounais.
Les tuiles Amabo sont 100% écologiques. C'est-à-dire un produit qui respecte, n'est-ce pas, l'environnement et qui, non seulement de par sa consommation, confère déjà à notre client un confort inné. C'est-à-dire ça isole non seulement le son, la chaleur et aussi l'humidité. C'est-à-dire avec les tuiles Amabo, vous êtes capable d'avoir des combles habitables sous la toiture et vous serez isolé de tous les bruits extérieurs.
Et pour que le concept de ramassage et de recyclage des déchets plastiques devienne un mode de vie, pour assainir notre environnement, le projet Amabo mise sur l'éducation des tout-petits. Et pour ça, chaque année, un challenge est organisé à cet effet dans les établissements scolaires de la région du littoral.
Amabo Plastic Challenge, c'est un projet que la société Amabo organise pour les établissements secondaires et primaires. Le principe est simple, nous offrons à toutes ces écoles des sacs poubelles et nous les enseignons des méthodes simples pour la protection de l'environnement contre la pollution du plastique. Avec ces méthodes, on peut leur dire, on peut passer après 2 semaines, 3 semaines pour voir s'ils ont réussi à comprendre le principe en ramassant le plastique autour d'eux, en fait de garder l'environnement très propre. Et aussi, on les fait comprendre qu'à travers ce plastique, nous pouvons réaliser des bonnes choses, comme les tuiles Amabo. Ainsi, avec leurs responsables, nous organisons des excursions du côté de l'usine de Amabo, du côté de Chico. On les montre le procédé, on montre comment ça se passe avec le plastique et on montre comment, grâce au plastique, on peut avoir une tuile.
Loin des bruits de la ville et de l'odeur de la paperasse dans les bureaux de Douala, nous décidons de tenter de toucher du doigt l'ampleur de ce projet et son impact sur les vies des populations locales. Et pour ça, nous embarquons dans le premier véhicule en direction de la région du Sud-Ouest. Destination Tico. De loin, nous apercevons les bâtiments de l'usine où les tuiles écologiques sont fabriquées. Des locaux inaugurés par le Premier ministre en 2019. Des tas de déchets plastiques séparés en plusieurs groupes saluent au passage, accueillis à la foulée par une forte odeur de polytyrène. Rien de nocif, nous apprend-on.
Okay, I want to explain the processes. Now, we have plastics. We pick plastic from the garbage. We have plastic suppliers that pick them from the garbage and they bring to us. So when they bring these plastics, we have to select, because not every plastic that is brought to this place that we use in fabrication. So we select the ones that we need to use and then we take off and throw away the ones that we don't use. For example, we don't use ABS, we don't use PVC. Those are very dangerous plastic that when we melt them, they are so toxic. They cannot be used around this environment.
L'équipe de tournage a hâte de découvrir le processus de fabrication des tuiles écologiques.
So we select the one that we are using. Now when we select them, as you can see from the process, we first of all pass around your saw. When we select them, we now cut them into smaller pieces such that the ones that we want to use can pass through the grinder. From the grinding, after they are being ground, we'll now take them behind to mix them with sand. So our principal raw material here are two. We have the sand, that is the sea sand, and the plastics. So when the plastics are ground, we take them behind to the mixing department. There in the mixing department, we now take 32% of sand and then we take 17.5% of plastic. We put them into the mixer, that is the concrete grinder mixer. We put it there. Now we mix them. Now the mixer function is to mix both the plastic and the sand. Now after being mixed, we now transport the mixed already, that is the plastic and sand mixed already into the wheelbarrow and take them to the production unit. Now in the production unit, we have different machines. Now we have extruders. We call them screw fed extruders. Now these extruders are graduated into 3 different cylinders. Now we measure 5 kilograms of the mixed, both the sand and the plastic, and put into the extruder. At the start, we have to mix and make sure that we have about 65 kilograms in the extruder. We allow it to get ready because the extruder is graduated with high temperatures. Now we measure it on the scale, 5 kilogram, and then we put it into the next machine they call the press. Now the press is having 4 different molds. Now we use 2 opposite molds to put them so that we can have a balance on the press. Now when we put this melted mixed sand and plastic that has been melted already into the mold, we now press it. There are 2 buttons for 2 separate workers to press. They press at the same time. Now the mold goes down. It is also based on timing. Now we have, like what we are working on 32 seconds. Now when we press it, it goes down. After 32 seconds with the pressure on it, 32 seconds, the press machine gets up automatically. Now we remove it. At that level, the compressed material, the melted plastic and sand now is already in that form we see earlier. Now in that form, it is already strong and solid enough that we can throw it and it will not break. So it is a very solid product.
Un travail de fourmi qui nécessite une patience inouïe.
Now at that level, when we remove it from the mold, there are some off-cuts. So other workers uses the machete to trim them such that they should take the shape, the required shape. Okay, from that level now, it is already prepared. At that level, it is in black. That is the natural level color of it is black. Though it is not a shiny black because it has not yet been painted. Now we now carry the product that is already ready to the next department, which is the spraying department. There we spray them into different colors depending on what our clients want. We have colors like terracotta, we have rustic red, we have black, then we have other colors which we can decide to form. Maybe a client can decide to say he needs a blue-black. Now we have experts that know how to change or mix the different colors. They can now prepare that color to spray depending on what the customer wants. Now at that mixing department, spraying department, after the tiles are sprayed to the different colors, they are now ready to be sold. So that is the process. We have imported paints. Most of our paints we use are original imported paint from South Africa, though we have started using Cameroon paints, but we use paints of high quality. And before being sprayed, we use fire. We make sure that we use fire, the gas fire on it. We heat it such that when the tiles is heated, now we can now pass the paint on it, so that when it cools, the paint can stick to the tile such that it cannot easily be scrubbed off.
Véritable travail de titan, effectué essentiellement par une main-d'œuvre locale.
90% of workers in this factory are IDPs, they are people that are internally displaced.
Malgré la crise socio-politique et économique ambiante qui a frappé les 2 régions du Nord-Ouest et du Sud-Ouest et qui a poussé plusieurs projets installés dans la zone à plier bagages, celui-ci fait de la résistance.
So many companies around couldn't continue functioning, especially the factories around, like we have a Smart Agro that finally closed down. But we appreciate the Austrian development agents through Dr. Sonia, the CEO. They were able to hold on. No matter the challenges that we have, they were able to hold on, and it continued progressing right up to this level. So it has created a lot for, in fact, there's so much impact it has created. For example, even those who are supplying all plastic now, most of them had nothing doing, but now they go into the quarters, pick out garbages to come and sell. Now, not just making money, they are also happy to clean the environment. That's why in Amabo we have our slogan, we say we clean and rule the world.
Le bruit des turbines qui tournent à plein régime grâce à la dizaine d'employés jeunes, pour la plupart déplacés internes pour plusieurs, et qui pourtant voient en ce projet, phare au milieu de la nuit noire, des affres, des difficultés sociales, nous rappelle où nous sommes. Nous sommes en pleine zone de crise socio-économique et politique.
First of all, I want to say that this company came at the peak of crisis in Cameroon, and it is located here in Lekoki in Southwest, which is one of the regions that is affected by this crisis in the Northwest and the Southwest. Now, this company came at the level where the crisis was at the peak. Now, at that stage, there were a lot of run around, so many IDPs. So one of the first impact is that this company served as a solution base for most of the people that were displaced. Like myself, I was in Boya, in Monya in particular. So when the crisis became so tough, I had to run away from there. So coming here, we were stranded. So this company served as a base because I got employed into this company. Working gradually, I was able to be a little stable at the moment, be able to raise something to take care of my family, my mom, and my younger ones back in school in the French section after when everybody ran into the French region. I'm from Bamenda. So this company served as a big solution base, not just to me, to everybody.
Le projet Amabo se présente ainsi comme un véritable vecteur de développement.
This company has brought about a lot of development. The road entering from the tower, it was marshy, it wasn't that good. But with the creation of this company, it has created a good road. As you can see, people can now be able to move in without any problem. The localities here, we have stable electricity to an extent because of the presence of this company around. So this company has had a lot of positive impact in this locality. For example, we also have a student I know that we assisted as a result of the presence of this company. She was at the verge of writing advanced level when the crisis started. Now, when the brother got employed here, myself and the person, we joined our hands together and we were able to see her through her studies. And now she traveled. So this company has a lot of positive impact.
Une lueur d'espoir dans la nuit noire.
Think of the number of youths that would have been involved into this crisis. Some would have gone into stealing, into some dubious activities that could be dangerous. But now the president of this company has helped to put them back in order. So this company, when it comes to talking about the impact, I always want to mention more on the crisis zone because this is a crisis zone.
De quoi inspirer les artistes locaux.
Amabo is found in the southwest region. We have Mount Cameroon that have its own resources, like the sand, the black sand, everything that comes around Mount Cameroon. And also in this region, we have human beings that are created by God, and these people throw waste materials. And this waste material is what Amabo is using with the sand that I just said from Mount Cameroon, because with these two mixed together, we are able to clean our environment and roof our houses by using this plastic, like giving a second life, a second legacy, to the community, to the people, whether you are rich or poor. That is what Amabo is doing. That is why I've partnered with them in the artistic way. Yeah.
Nous repartons, le cœur lourd, mais avec un sentiment de gratitude d'avoir rencontré des personnes exceptionnelles qui participent chaque jour à la mise sur pied de l'économie circulaire. Ramassage, recyclage, transformation, de quoi se faire quelques sous, subvenir à leurs besoins, mais aussi protéger l'environnement. Envie folle de revenir visiter ce cocon d'espoir construit grâce au projet Amabo.